Love is another one that for me it was a great live song. It's the earliest sort of song that made it onto record, I think.
Yeah.
Playing to People, maybe. It never really, it shouldn't have been on the album. It was a bit of a mistake. I think it was there because it was a mainstay of the live set, wasn't it? More
I wrote that riff when I was 15.
Yeah.
And it's just been hanging around since then.
Yeah, we wrote it really. I remember writing
first group.
really early on. I don't think there's anything that exciting about the song, to be brutally frank about it.
It's overproduced as well, that one definitely. I was listening to that this morning, it's got its maracas and all sorts of percussion going on. It used to be quite good, it used to be live, it used to be really one of those exciting songs and big chunky riff, but yeah, it was, yeah.
See you in your next life. When we'll fly away for good.
I think I wrote this at Angel, in Angel Studios, and I'd had a row with my wife, not for the first time, and so I basically wasn't going home when somebody else was doing something, and they had a piano, a little room. Angel Studios is like an old church in Islington, and it had a little room up the stairs with an upright piano, really out-tuned upright piano, and I remember staying behind and messing about with it, and you coming in, and when we were there, and saying, I really like that, remember that, and you recorded it on a dictaphone.
Right.
And I just like made up with Elisa and went home. And forgot about it. And then you played it back to me when we were on tour and we were playing in somewhere like Middlesbrough or something like that.
Yeah, it was. And there was a piano.
And there was a piano there. Yeah, and that guy John Cheeves took photos of us. I just remember the whole thing at the time. I remember playing that.
Yeah.
And him taking photos and you just singing the song. Yeah. And I remember all of that.
I also remember you saying that you'd quite like the album to end on something like after the Gold Rush ends. Was it Cripple Creek Ferry or something?
Yeah.
Is it that the last song? And it's something that's like a little song, a miniature song rather than a big band song. And I remember it was my birthday and you came over with a present for me once.
This is so dull for everyone.
Do you remember this? But this is what people want to hear, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
I remember playing it. You played it. I had a crappy old piano in Moorhouse Road, and you played it, and I sung you the part that I'd written. What was the present? It was a book, I think.
A hammer. Toolbox.
Isn't it?
Car maintenance manual, probably.
Flower or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to. Really wanted us to be. I think probably being a bit possessive. Didn't want it to turn into. And now we're all going to jam together to write songs. Now we've got somewhere, and as being quite. Us two are going to write great songs like this, you know, and whatever it takes. If something comes up on a piano that doesn't need drums, doesn't need guitars, no guitar on it either. And you got to remember, at this point I was the guitar player, and most people didn't know anything else apart from just it was a group and there's some guitar, and so I was quite keen for that to happen. To sort of I don't know. I guess again, you wouldn't have got that on Nevermind, would you?
No.
That's always a good criteria.
Yeah, and but I remember playing it at Jules Holland, and we did Jules Holland, and we did that, and I remember doing the sound check, and I looked up and Brian Ferry was sitting at the end of the piano, just leaning over, and I was like, all right. You know, and I remember, and at the same time, Jules Holland came over in the sound check, and I was talking to the sound guy about the piano, and about the sound of the piano, and he comes over and says, "You all right there, mate?" And I said, "Yeah, just it's getting used to the piano. It's a bit, you know, Jules' special Bosendorfer," and him saying to me, "Yeah, it's not one of these MIDI pianos, mate. You know, it's the real thing. You're probably used to a MIDI thing."
Or keyboard.
And I said, "Thanks." So there was him saying that and Brian Ferry saying that, and so, you know, is it any wonder I went mad? Things that stick in your mind, eh, Jules? Yeah.